It's the TNT Dynamite Party Hour. Yeah, the TNT Dynamite Party Hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TNT Dynamite Party Hour.
2 years later edition.
Yes, we've been gone for a minute.
Everyone's dead but me and Todd.
Yeah. We, Bowers and I, are the only survivors of what was formerly known as the TNT Dynamite Party Hour.
Yeah.
Tim McGlaughlin died of AIDS.
Yeah, he gay fucked himself to death.
Yes.
He choked on a dick. And then Kevin Hoover religions himself to death. So he's now,
he became Amish and moved to Ohio.
He's in a church where his reverend told him he couldn't tell his jokes because they were too dirty and his mom would not be happy about it.
Yes.
So he's gone.
So it's us.
So it's us now.
Is that real?
That's pretty real. Yeah.
That's pretty close.
He
to
didn't
really what
stop,
happened.
though, did he, for that?
No, he's lying to them and saying he took out all the bad jokes. But
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, here's the deal.
We're back, and we brought two Mexicans. Well, one Mexican and one Dominican.
Yes.
And then another white guy. So
Very
it's going to be
white.
fun.
Yeah.
And the whitest guy we have, Seth, isn't even here. So
No, Seth will be our new
Seth's
white.
probably- You think
Seth's
Seth's
not
our
whiter
whitest?
than me. I bet I'm the whitest.
You think?
I think so.
what's your job?
I sell pipe valves and fittings.
Yeah, that's
pretty
blue
white.
collar.
Pretty white.
Pretty
That's
white.
Well, that's white trash. Seth's a civil engineer, which is pretty white.
It's pretty white.
Yeah,
Pretty
that is-
educated.
You
white.
both work for your dad, which is super white.
He's got me there.
Yeah. Now, as opposed to a civil rights engineer,
Yeah, that's different.
that's. So here's the deal. We still, for right now, the TNT Dynamite Party Hour. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do, but there's this new. Let's talk about the new thing. Let's talk about who's here first of all. Beyond Bowers and me, Todd McComas, we have Sean Latham is here.
Hi, guys.
He moved here from Long Beach, California, kicking it in Indiana for the next bit. Why'd you move from? What made you move from California to Indianapolis to do comedy?
I ran out of chicks to right swipe on Tinder over there. I swiped every person in the Southland. I'm out. They told me, like, listen, bud, we want you to still be a paid subscriber, but you're out of people to swipe. You swiped the entire Southland. So I said, well, fuck it. There's some clubs out there. I'm going to head out there, just start swiping. Sets at night, swipe during the day.
So you're working on your Tinder career, actually.
Well,
Not
you know,
as much comedy.
I farmed that land. It's been farmed. You got to move on. Farmers have been
You got to rotate the
migrating.
crops. You got to
Yeah,
rotate
yeah.
the crops. You ruin the soil. All right.
And Miguel Dalmau is here.
Hey, guys.
He
moved
moved here
here.
from New York City.
I still know how to say her name right.
Dalmau.
Dalmau.
Yeah.
Come out.
That's like in Deer Hunter.
Dalmau.
That's yeah, I'm here now, living here in Indianapolis.
Yeah. What made you move from New York City?
Second child on the way with a second woman, so I figure I might as well
Keep them apart?
keep them apart. Yeah.
I got to move this one as far away as possible from the other one.
No, I was completely bankrupt from the divorce, and then I met Amy pregnant. You offered me.
Well, you didn't meet her pregnant. You made her
I
pregnant.
made her pregnant.
Yeah.
And then, you offered me to come out here and, try to work and try to be a full-time comic. And I was like, you know what? I got to take this shot right now
Yeah.
while I still can. So I'm out here because New York's getting too expensive, and felt
Sure.
like I hit a roadblock over there.
Yeah. To live in the ghetto in New York costs a lot. To live in the ghetto here is very
Pretty cheap. Yeah,
Yes.
that's actually pretty cheap.
And smells much nicer regardless.
Oh, dude.
It's still a better ghetto. I mean, the ghetto here is probably the nicest place in
Yeah, that's what
Brooklyn.
people are like, oh, you live in the ghetto. I'm like, they're very nice black people. Like, they're very sweet. They're very sweet to me. I don't know. I just like it around here. I'm really enjoying the last month I've been here. I love it.
Cool. And our buddy Austin Reel's been on the podcast before. Everybody here has been on the podcast before. Austin has guest hosted before, right?
I don't think that went well, though.
It
Do we-
didn't?
Do we ever publish it?
I don't
Who was
think
the,
it ever
who was
did.
the
Did we
host?
have an awful guest? Is
Who's
that what
the
happened?
guest?
I think it was DJ.
DJ?
Oh, that was the last one before I think I came on full time.
Oh,
we can't
that
have
could
Austin
be.
anymore.
Yeah, something bad
Yeah.
may have happened. But Austin Reel is here from Indianapolis.
Yep.
And still living here. This is the thing that I guess we'll just talk about at the beginning of this episode is, Bowers, you can explain it the best. So go ahead and explain what we have started.
Well,
and why we have these new
we've created a
additions.
stand-up comedy team. So this is a group of there's 7 now, be 9 in January, of 2 women, 7 guys from all over the country that are coming together in Indianapolis to write and work and do things and create try to become better comedians. And then we're hoping that as a collective we can get some attention from some people, but at the same time also travel as a group. Maybe not all 9 of us, but travel pairs of 2 or 3 or 4, because a lot of comedy is very solemn and terrible when you're out on the road, because the hotel sucks and the people suck and the crowd sucks and it all sucks. And you're making $600 and you got to pay that in gas. And so if we all pitch in when you all go together, then it might make it better and more fun. And then we also encourage each other to write. So we had here at Morty's, we started the first weekend everybody got here. We did a weekend, and it was pretty awesome. We had
it was a Motorpug show.
Motorpugs.
Motorpugs.
Called the Motorpugs.
That's the name of the thing.
Yeah, Indianapolis Motorpugs, which is based on a AA baseball team name. Is what we're kind of going for. And we've got a cool logo that has our pug from Morty's and a race car because it's Indianapolis. And we did, we had 4 guys doing real good sets and then 3 guys doing challenge sets each night. So, one night we got Miguel real drunk, which was super fun. And then
I think I called the lady in the audience a bitch because I was so hammered.
Yeah, you were real drunk. He
I don't
said,
remember.
he came, we had to do 5 minutes fun, and then he went and I got him wasted. He did almost 3 shots of whiskey. So he was blacked
2 shots
out.
of
'cause
tequila.
he's a
And not
pussy.
a big drinker anyway.
Not a big drunk at
Or
all.
a big guy. He's a huge pussy. So anyway, he got real drunk. And he came back out and he said, I couldn't get this drunk in New York because that many drinks would be $275. But in Illinois, it's only 97 cents, to which I yelled, "You're in Indiana." And he went, "Oh, God, I'm so drunk." So he was so drunk. We had
I think at one point I said a joke and I looked at the guy in the front. I was like, "Did I do it right?" And he goes, "I've never seen you before."
it was fucking hilarious.
So that's the idea, and that's
So-
why we're all together, right?
Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So
Yeah.
now we're doing a podcast.
Hopefully it
and,
turns into something.
Yeah. So
We'll start podcasting on this platform for a while because I think if you're listening to this, you're a previous fan. We have had a bit of a fan base. We got a bunch of emails like, where in the hell did you guys go? So we'll be back. There's no Timmy or Kevin Hoover. So
So that's
but
our
we're-
first. That's our first episode. I think pretty well. So,
Yeah.
you guys wanna
so
tune
thanks for
back in?
listening, you guys.
Wow, that was great.
We
2 hours
still
to
love
set
you.
up for a 35-second podcast.
It's like my sex life.
So I want to talk so far, and Austin just chime in, we're all from here, but I want to hear from each of these guys individually, how's it going so far compared to where you came from?
Okay. Do you want to go first, Sean?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, of course, the biggest difference between Indianapolis and New York City is not enough stage time. Like, sometimes you go up 4 or 5 times a night.
Yeah.
But Bauer said it best. What it is it's quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've gone up on better shows.
I'm the first person to ever say that. By the
Yeah,
way.
that's
You
No
are.
one's ever
He coined
said
it.
quality
He
over
coined it.
quantity.
He
I
coined
coined
it.
that
Say it
phrase.
again.
You know what's funny? Everybody that I told that I was moving out here, they all explained it the same way. They go like, "Oh, so now you're gonna become a big fish in a small pond," because I've been doing comedy for a long time. I've been doing it in New York City, and look, there's a lot of great comics in New York City, so it's really hard to stand out.
Sure.
But once I came out here, it felt great to be like, "Hey, I'm part of this community," and people really quick was like, "Oh, you're good. We should have you working because you're good."
Right.
In New York City, it doesn't matter if you're good. Like, what else do you have to show us? Like, what TV show are you on or whatever? That's the only time you get stage time, really.
Okay.
I mean, so it felt great to come out here and feel like right away I feel like I'm working. I haven't had to go back to my day job in the last month.
Yeah.
And every time I get nervous, there's like a last minute, "Hey, do you want to make this much money?" Since the other person dropped out, I'm like, "Yeah, thank you so much." So it's been
Any culture shocks? Is there anything that you are surprised that?
Yeah. Are you jonesing for anything from back home?
I mean, just wish I could. I don't know. I do miss being on the subway and just having time to think.
Oh, the subway. Yeah,
Well,
that makes sense.
just the
That's what I
thing.
think when I want to move to a big city. It's because of the subway.
No, it's weird. I lived it my whole life. So
That was your time to think?
well, yeah. In the mornings when you would Okay, let's put it this way. It's not really the subway. It's the fact that
I love the subway.
do you?
I'm feeling what you're saying.
It's nice.
I
But
know
it's
he's
like-
talking
He's
shit, but I get
talking
it.
about the sandwiches. Listen,
it's my first time in my entire. I would say in almost. I've been working since I was 12, so I'm looking like almost 15 years. I haven't had a day job.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So it's weird to just be home. That's the biggest part. Like in the mornings when I would be on the subway to work, I'll be writing. I'll be looking at people. I'll be looking at crazy people and writing down things. So a lot of my material came from my everyday life.
Yeah.
And now that most of my days just sitting at home waiting for the show to start, it's a weird.
You got to get out and start living,
I
man.
gotta start drinking more, going
know.
places.
I
getting
gotta-
You
wasted.
got to find those bars that open up at 6 a.m.
No, they open at noon.
Just start living then.
Or just go. I mean, I do think that is an important thing that sometimes comics get too into writing and not enough into living, which is that's the whole key is. I tell people my comedy is I go have adventures and then I report back. It's kind of my concept.
You have to have a life worth commenting on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think so far, Sean? What's any culture shocks it off? You came from Long Beach, right? So it's not as nice here.
But
more short beach. We're more of a short of beach.
shorter beach here. Well, I mean, I was only here for a couple of weeks before I had to go. I left for 2 weeks again.
Yeah.
Then I just got back and then I was back for half a day, and then I went to Louisville. So I haven't like Miguel's been here I know he's traveled on the weekends, but like he's brought a U-Haul and he got an apartment.
Yeah.
I've made a life here.
Yeah. I haven't done that fully because I've been gone and because I'm just. Well, I was for the first 2 weeks I was here. We were doing we did work that first weekend was amazing.
Well, you and I are going to be moving in together.
Yeah,
we're going to be getting a place, ladies. Fucking
girls.
up.
Get the address in. Get your Uber locked in. Top address. Save it to your faves.
That's like a legit odd couple. It's just like a white cop and a Mexican drug lord just moving in together.
Ebony and felony.
Halfway through, I'm going to get arrested. This is a setup. This whole thing was a setup.
It's a sting. It's a very elaborate sting.
What movies are where it's a white guy and then Mexican guy buddy movie? Is there any?
No, it's usually white black like Bulletproof.
We could be the first.
Well,
There you
I'm
go.
That's
sure
what we
there's
need to
going to be
work on.
something out there.
White? No, it's
But,
never a Mexican
you know.
cop. Well, I mean, Breaking Bad. That's the closest thing with Hank and Gomez. That's like the closest.
Oh, that's true.
That is
yeah.
the closest.
Hank and Gomez. I think we just came up with your nicknames. Now
Who does Hawaii
Five-O
5-0 hang out with?
I think they're Samoans. You racist.
No, when I was a little kid, I lived in South Carolina, and I was playing Little League, and I was my first year in majors. When you go and you're like, it's like being a freshman in high school,
Right.
and all those white ass older kids. I didn't have a name. I was just Hawaii 5-0 for 2 seasons.
That's what they.
2 seasons of baseball and fucking.
Didn't you not know you were Mexican until you were 16?
Yeah, until I was 15, I didn't know. I just thought I was dark skinned, dude. Like, I mean, I sound white, I act white.
His mom said he doesn't have something to tell you. My adopted, no, you're Mexican.
Yeah, you and your brother have different dads. My brother's dad was white as shit. That's why I was like, well,
Wait, is your mom white?
my mom's mostly white, but she has because she has some
Mostly?
Italian.
Mostly.
She's
Okay.
Italian. And
Oh, you thought you grabbed
she's got
some of the
like a
Italian
European
blood.
immigrants. My mom, is,
Oh, okay.
You just
and-
thought that.
yeah. I was
That is
just like,
hysterical. You honestly didn't know, too.
had no idea, bro. And I don't know why. The red flags are everywhere. Why didn't I realize? Like, we would go with my brother's dad on the weekend, and my brother would get like a big old hug and some new gifts, and I would get like a high five and a point. It's like,
What up, kid?
yo, man, what's up? What's up, bro? It's like, bro, I'm your son. But then I'm thinking like back to my mom. I remember like child support talk all the time. This dude just married my mom. Met my mom.
That's how he figured it out. Because his mom was getting paid in pesos every month.
If she got any at all.
Taco night twice a week. Taco night.
But I would always like after I figured it out, and I started figuring out like child support, the whole real deal.
Yeah.
Like this dude was a busted ass old drummer that didn't make it. Right. He ends up hooking up my mom when she's pregnant with me. He says, "Fuck it, I got this." Then stays with my mom, gets married, has my brother, pays child support on both of us. Like he wasn't my dad. He just paid child support for fucking ever.
Oh, really?
He just took the hit.
Well,
I mean,
good dude right there.
That's a
Stand-up
solid
guy,
dude.
yeah.
Damn, he's like a buy
that's
one
why
get
he
one free.
That's why he didn't like me. No, it was pay for 2 get 1 free. He's like,
Do you still see this dude?
no, I haven't talked to that dude in fucking.
Really?
I don't talk to any of them.
Nice.
My dad paid $1,800 a month in child support in the 80s.
What did your dad
Oh,
do?
yeah, what was
Yeah.
he into?
He just ran a bus plant or something, whatever the fuck. I think
He had a good job.
He made like $85,000 a year. It wasn't like he
How
made
many
a
kids
zillion
did that
dollars.
cover? Two?
Three.
See, my dad never became a U.S. citizen because he knows if he did, then he would have to pay child support. So he stayed an immigrant until like me and my sister became like
awesome.
21. So now he's like a resident.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
you can't take him to court if he's like an immigrant. Like you can't take him
Yeah.
to court. So she just my mom could never take him to court because he
a rule?
refused.
Was that a rule, Todd? You take immigrants to court all the time, don't you?
Child support.
That's what you strive for. Right?
He's technically,
you take a lot of immigrants to court.
he
I
technically
think.
doesn't exist in the
Welcome
U.S.
back to the
system.
Welcome back to the White Supremacist Podcast.
Well, see, Tim's not here to be racist, so I'm trying to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Man, is anybody what's been going on? What's your week been like, Austin?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This is good podcast fodder. Let me
Yes.
see.
Have you seen your father?
Yes, I have seen my father. He
You
hugged
work
me
for
every
your
night.
dad.
Oh, you were.
Oh, yes. Oh, look at this guy, token ass, raised by a father and mother story.
Yeah,
You work for your dad, right?
yeah.
Oh man,
Did you always know
It's
you were
a
going to do
family
that?
company.
you trying to make the rest of us cry?
No, actually. I mean, I kind of figured there was always a chance of doing it,
Yeah.
but then I don't know. Just went to school for like TV and movie production type
Right.
stuff, and thought, what the hell? Went to New York right after school. Writer's strike hit. No one was hiring anybody, so
Yeah.
I moved back home. Took this job.
Really? I didn't know
That's
you went
the
to
end
New
of it.
York. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know you did that.
So you were going to go out and try to make it in TV or film.
Yeah,
But the
And
writer's
then
strike was like 3 months, so we were there like 2 months, and you like, fuck
I was
it.
doing well. It's expensive.
Way to stick it
Miguel.
out.
I know, that's why I'm
White kid
here.
from the suburbs. You're not really you can't just jump on those streets. You
No,
know.
no. I know, I get it, I
He
get
needs
it.
a 2-bedroom with 2 full baths.
Backyard.
we can't live like that.
This is the thing where I'll back you up on. One of the reasons why I was happy to leave New York City is what sucks is like New York and LA are the two places where you have to go to pursue your dreams, but they have become the most expensive cities in the
Yeah.
country you live in. It's unrealistic. Like artists can't grow under that pressure of like I can never quit my day job or else I'm gonna starve. Do you know what I mean? Like it's hard. Like now you're not a writer. You're just a funny busboy. That's all
Yeah,
you'll be
yeah.
for a long time. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't be anything more than just a goofy nurse for a long time because I couldn't quit. I have a good job and I make money in comedy and I still couldn't quit. Like it wasn't. So I get what you're saying. Like, you know, you were there for a couple months and you just couldn't do it any longer.
Yeah, and I kind of forgot about it working for the family company, and then after like several years started doing stand up, and that's probably the closest I ever got back to that. You
It
know?
fills that creative.
Yeah, it does.
void,
It definitely
yeah.
does feel it. That was one thing that you kind of go numb a little bit when you don't get to do anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I would
We'll go
suggest
insane.
not having a couple of kids. That might help your finances.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead. What else happened, Austin, this week?
No
What was
kids.
it?
Listen, before kids, I was still struggling. So it's not even
So that was a
like-
good decision. Then you're like, you know what? I'm really struggling.
By
Let's-
the way,
let's
Miguel's
have a fucking-
17.
Let's have a baby. That'll
Papa
get-
Miguel gonna get to vote next year.
I've been single for 3 weeks. Let's have another baby with this one.
I was single for a week between separation and meeting Amy. Okay, so don't. And I didn't even mean to like fall in love. It just
How long was it till she got pregnant?
3 months after we met. But can I?
In his defense, she had been told by doctors she could never
Was
have a
it a-
baby.
She'd been told by that.
So
yeah.
you're just dropping loads based on
Well,
that
listen.
information. Girl, you met for 3 months.
You're
Just like,
goddamn
yeah.
right he is.
I have proof that I know for a fact, not just like her word. Like when she was married, she did spend $90,000 trying to get pregnant. Nothing lasted on. Doctors literally told her like, look, you have one bad ovary. Like you just can't have kids. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. And
Yep.
she just went with like, look, I can't have kids. Like, and then after that, her husband and her just kept, being together, and nothing happened. So she was like, I can never have kids. They separated. We met. 3 months later, she was pregnant.
When doctors say you're infertile, there's a little asterisk under the bottom that says, unless you meet a Dominican.
Yeah.
They have powerful sperm.
26-year-old
Knocking at
Dominican.
your door.
I crushed it, you guys.
Sure,
Good
yeah,
swimmers.
yeah, yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
funny because like I did go to the doctor that she used to go to, and the doctor goes like, "Do you know that we really told you couldn't have kids?" And by you,
like you went
And
to
you
his
were like-
house?
No,
You went to his house?
It's a sweet
You
girl.
motherfucker!
we
By the
like,
way, you were
bullshitting
wrong.
no, we went to the same clinic because like she wanted to follow up with a doctor to make sure everything was okay, and he was like, we really did tell her like she can have kids, and you beat science. I'm like, yeah, well, I didn't beat it in high school or in college. Like this is the one time where I'm better than science. Like that fucking sucks.
You were either like, yeah, I either beat science or you were wrong about science.
Yeah,
I think
It's
someone owes
possible you were
me
not a good doctor.
$70,000.
I know. I told her I was like, you owe me $70,000. She was like, well, you stopped me from stripping, so you owe me $150. And I was like, well, let's call it even then. Let's just
Did you stop her or just pause her from
Yeah,
stripping?
you really
I
fucked her
no,
life up, didn't you?
stopped her from stripping.
So
Like
she's not going to strip anymore?
no, she's not gonna strip anymore now.
Even after the baby?
Even after, especially after the baby.
I like how Chris is so disappointed. What the fuck? He was going to try to
What,
figure
do you
out
have
what she
something
looked
lined
like.
up for her?
I got some gigs. I know some people.
I know some people. I had a resume in and everything.
Well, you got lucky because we love Amy. She's fucking
she's great.
awesome.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
cool.
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens to guys, and it's somebody not awesome.
Yeah, that's the thing that like a lot of people are like. Wait, so,
So you
you
got
left your
lucky.
wife and you met a stripper?
You both hit the lottery.
Yeah, and, she's
Yeah.
like, and people are like, so you're with a stripper, and I'm like, you gotta understand, it isn't just Oh, a woman who was stripping so she can get pregnant. Like she was stripping because she had to pay.
No, guys, she wasn't stripping to get pregnant.
Let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it.
She started stripping for fertility shit.
No, she got into a lot of debt because of fertility, and then she tried to pay it off. So she was hoping that she can try it again. Do you understand? Like she started like, look, I'm $90,000 in debt. My husband has a shitty job. He works at a factory. Like we have bills, cars, and stuff. So I have to do this. So then after she was done paying, she was going to try again, but then they wound up separating. So she's like, you know what? I'm just gonna
meet a Dominican comic and just get pregnant.
That's what happens, man.
Yeah.
You know.
But you know that technically, that's not the right word, but I have heard a lot of times that strippers and comedians do get along spectacularly. We're the same. It's the same gig.
Really?
Yeah.
We both got issues.
I should start trying to meet
We
strippers.
both love nighttime.
Yeah, both nighttime jobs. Yeah.
We both talk to strangers like they're our best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
We're both up there vulnerable as fuck with straight confidence.
And Amy
Yeah.
understands that I have to go up to girls and kind of be a little flirtatious, so they come back to
Exactly.
shows the same way she
Good
has to be
point.
flirtatious, so they come back. Because you understand, Amy told me this. It's
She
not.
she understands that.
Yeah, Amy told me this. It's
How's that talk go?
that's great. Talk was great. But here's the
No. He needs his wife to hear this
What-
talk.
what's
Can
that
Amy,
talk?
can Amy the stripper
that
go
talk?
to Austin's house?
How would you say Amy handles herself?
Teach-
She throw her weight around well. I mean,
in
she
public,
can really,
no, she keeps to herself.
Teach
She keeps to
Austin.
herself.
Oh, yeah.
Austin needs to have this talk soon.
Well,
His-
here's the thing. It's the
Most
same thing as
people do.
fans. Like Amy said that you don't make the most money at night from like random dudes. You make it from the dude who keeps coming back. That's the thing. You
The
got to get the
regular.
fan. Yeah, you got to get the
Okay.
guy who comes back and is willing to spend $500 a week on you. Same thing with comedy. You don't just like
That's
you're in the audience, and the people you want is the ones who want to follow up with you, want to come
Yeah.
back.
Check
next
your
time. Yeah,
website for
exactly.
shit.
You're buying tickets and
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
But that's like the new model, though. I mean, they have an online presence. You got to constantly feed that thing something to spit out at people who are following you. Everything. I mean, so I think you're making
talking about
friends
comics or
more than
strippers
fans.
now?
Well,
Probably.
that's the
I
thing.
can't
Strippers
Both.
figured that out in 1930
Well,
something.
most
We're just
comics
now
do have nice
figuring it out.
tits. I will give you that. There's that same
A
concept.
lot of good tits in comedy.
Have you guys ever fucked anybody into a comedy career? You ever had sex with an outgoing girl, and then after you fucked her a few times, she decided to get into the game?
Did you do that?
So I have one time.
Oh yeah, you have.
Is she famous?
Tell
now?
the story.
No, but I don't want to talk about it. But
Well, then
You
why'd
got-
you
you
she
bring it
definitely
up?
does because it's funny as shit.
Tell it.
Doesn't mean I have to fucking
Tell it. dude.
drop the info.
tried-
I mean, it was years and years
I've tried
ago.
to fuck
but-
girls into quitting, but that hasn't worked either.
Nice.
I don't get it. You tried to fuck him into quitting?
No, I did.
You did?
I tried to
Fuck a girl into quitting.
quitting comedy. Saying if I see a bad girl comic, I try to like creep her out so she doesn't come back. So I'm trying to fuck her. I try to fuck her, which creeps her out so she doesn't come back. I don't actually fuck her, but I like give her the old Bauer stink eye, and she's like, "I'm leaving comedy forever."
When you give somebody a stink eye, it doesn't even stink because you put 50 squirts of cologne on
Well,
it.
yeah, he stinks, by the way.
I fucked a girl to improv. Like, I'm gonna go do stand up. I'm just gonna do improv. I'm like, you should probably stay there. That's
shit.
the best time. That's the best I've done.
Did she improv your dick? Did she take suggestions?
Yeah.
I need 3 positions from the audience. 3 positions. We're going up against the wall. All right, everybody. Now I need a wall. What kind of wall we got? Is it a doctor's office? A dentist's office?
Austin's the only married motorpug. He's the only married person out of the
There's
whole crew.
no one else is. Isn't
No.
I thought one of the girls was.
No.
Nope.
No.
The only married.
I might be the only
Person.
one. Does Seth have a kid?
No.
No,
You have a kid?
No,
I don't have any kids.
figure out. Oh well, yeah, Bowers doesn't have any kids.
I have a
Mom doesn't
kid.
any kids.
No kids for
I have
me.
a kid.
Yeah. None of the
Wow.
girls have. Oh no, Stephanie has a kid. Rachel's not a kid. Jason has a kid.
Jason has a kid.
Yeah.
So we're on 50-50 here.
Yeah.
I have a second one on the way. December 21st. He drops.
You have the most kids.
I have
That's
the most
funny.
kids.
Dominicans
Yeah.
talk about their kids like they're an album.
This one drops December 21st. Yo.
No shit. No shit.
It's called Luca.
Luca. On iTunes, available December 21.
His middle name's Pitbull.
You can have
Yeah.
that.
Thank you.
So anyway, we haven't gotten to Lucas. We haven't gotten to Austin's week. So what was your
Yeah.
big week?
Sorry,
Did you
sorry.
get to Bed Bath & Beyond? Did you have time? What happened?
Let me see
What's that
what
noise?
we did. I put in part of a staircase. That was fun.
Are you still remodeling this place of yours? Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
still
we're,
a
we're
thing
still
in-
doing so.
How long have you been
here's
working
how
on
my
this
day
thing?
goes. Pretty much, I get home. There's
Mhm.
a list of stuff to do. I look
Made
at
out
the
by
list.
whom?
Yeah, who makes this list?
Who makes?
Who do you think?
Wait, after you get home from work, you mean?
It's waiting on you.
Well, no, she'll text me. Some
Does she
stuff.
work?
She
Yeah,
texts you
she
the-
does. But she works on this thing during the day.
And then she
And
works at
then-
night
and
at
then
her job.
She goes and she's a bartender, so then I
Oh.
get the follow up on if
Shift
we can
change.
get this
Yeah.
this done. So
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's I run my fucking mouth about it a lot. But,
So you get home and check your lists.
check
see
your
what needs
list.
to be done.
Basically, decide if I got enough time to jerk off and take a nap, and then get this done before 10.
Isn't that the worst? Like trying to figure out when your spouse not gonna be home so you can jerk off. Like that's.
Yeah.
I've done. When I was married, it's like she's gone for 40 minutes, so I got at least 2 in me.
Really?
Yeah.
2?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Jesus,
she doesn't
in
leave for
40?
very long.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Right.
What, is that too many or too few?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I have 2 orgasms every 48 hours.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'm
One a
not-
day, right? Isn't that how
Yeah,
it goes?
I can be good for a week. Like if
On
I have
one?
sex, one.
He has like fucking bears in the winter.
Like,
Can you
I'll take.
conjure another one up? Though?
Oh yeah, I
I
will take
can.
it the next day or whatever.
but
later
I mean,
in that
like
day.
later. Like
There's nothing
later.
better though than
Yeah.
if you haven't fucked for a week and then the orgasm for when you're 40 something. The orgasm coming after you haven't come for a week is awesome. And if it's
Yeah.
every day, it's kind of like. Eh.
Right.
But that week long, you're like, oh yeah, like I'm 25. I heard it splash.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
well, I also
Like,
believe
you
that it
can-
depends on the level of
It's that
testosterone.
quantity over quality thing.
You
that
you
we're
can
talking
do it
about.
again. Like I could do it again later in the day, but she's got to work for it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't just happen spontaneously anymore.
Yeah, but rubbing out of two quick ones in 40, that's something to be said about.
I don't think I could do that in college.
We got realized at that time I wasn't having sex with my wife, so that's why I was like, I could
Oh,
rub
you're all
out 240s.
stocked
Yeah,
up
yeah.
then. Okay.
So you did it to keep from killing
Strangling
her.
her.
Yeah. Dude, I have a
Angry.
system, man. When I was
2
married,
times in 40 minutes makes me not a murderer. 2 times in 40 minutes makes
I'm
me
not
not a
gonna
murderer.
hide what I'm doing though. Like if my wife is home and she doesn't have sex, I'm not gonna hide it.
No, I have to.
You just tell her that you'll do it.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
all right.
Or you
Be
jerk
like,
off in front of her.
Well, no, I'm not.
You don't want this? I want this. You walk around the house
Show me
smacking
a
off.
titty.
Show me a titty while I fucking do this.
No, but I'm not gonna lie
I'm gonna
about
chill
it.
on this new carpet, you blind.
Yeah, if she had, what are you doing? Well, what do you think I'm doing? I was just downstairs rubbing your tit in the kitchen, and you weren't into it. So what do
You weren't into it. But I felt a nipple. When I feel a nipple, something's got to get out of my body.
That's awesome.
Well, that's
Well, that's the thing. We think like if you grab your girlfriend or your wife's tit and you're in the kitchen,
Yeah.
we expect you should know what
you
this
should know
means.
what this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To them, it's like, oh,
And that should be enough.
thanks,
really.
Austin. Okay,
Yeah.
and she's okay with just getting it grabbed. For us, it has to end up with sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just touched your boob. What are you
See,
insane?
mine's the opposite because Chrissy wants to have way more sex than I do, and she gets way more frustrated about not having sex than I do because she's 26.
She's
I'm
rubbing up
42.
on you, and you're
Or,
like,
your
or,
tits
she'll,
in the
or she'll
kitchen.
like be so frustrated, like she'll just be in a bad mood or whatever. I'm like, what's the matter with you? And she's like, you've been home for 5 hours. We haven't fucked. It's driving me crazy. And I'm like, oh, sorry. Just say something.
God, that's nice. It's nice to be
leave
wanted
me a
like
list.
that.
It wasn't on my list when I got home.
you didn't text me. Put in the staircase and then put your dick in.
That's nice to be wanted like that. That's a good. That must make.
No,
you
it's
feel
great.
Good.
I mean, I
That
love
must
it.
make you feel
Yeah,
good.
yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan. I'm not. I mean, I love
She's
her.
younger and she's very sexually, what do you call it, motivated, whatever.
sure.
She likes it.
Sexually
She likes the sex.
Actually motivated.
I mean, the key.
That's good.
I've always said this: that the key to having your girlfriend or wife that want to have sex more than you is one, make her come every time, every time, right? Because imagine if you went through all the rigmarole of sex and didn't have an
You got
orgasm,
to.
you would never do it.
You
again.
got to get it done.
So you got to get
Yeah.
it done, and
It's
then
really-
two, have sex with want to have sex with them slightly less than they do. Right, the minute that they want to have sex less than you, then you're begging all the time. But if like you're just hold out till they want it a couple times, and then they feel like they're on the offensive. You know what I mean? And not like in a mean, like sexual kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
See, that'd be
weapon
the
kinda way.
hard end. That'd be the bad part of the equation for me.
You don't think she'd want it?
Me acting like I don't want to have sex as much as she does. That's not going to work.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, no, you don't have to act like it. I'm saying just like every so often be like, I'm kind of tired of watching Sports Center, and then like now all of a sudden she's like, well, I gotta, and then.
Maybe she'll do something crazy. Man.
But if you're lighting her up every time, I mean, who doesn't like?
oh, you
orgasms?
don't want to have sex?
For me,
How about
most,
now?
Most
I mean,
time
she-
when women don't want to have sex is because they're not coming consistently.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm feeling Amy because with her being pregnant, her
Wow,
body's all
fine.
thrown off.
Sure,
Like we'll be fucking and I'm about to come. She's like, the baby just kicked me. I'm like, oh, come on. The baby's cock blocking me from making her finish.
So you're not giving her orgasms right now while she's pregnant?
In the last month, no. She still gives it to me consistently. And it's not like today. Before we got here, like we went at it for like an hour.
Nice.
But then like she was like the baby
hour?
keeps hurting me, so I can't finish. And I'm like,
Just lay on your side.
Well, you know.
What are you talking about? Close your eyes, lay on your side.
Stupid baby. Like you're the expert. Like you're having sex while you're.
Am I the only one that's fucked pregnant chicks?
Yes. Other than McDowell.
Well, this is the first time I ever fucking a pregnant chick, so I don't know what the mechanics are.
Wait till you hit 30. It really opens up your fucking gauge of.
I feel so bad for her though. Like she's like I feel so frustrated. I'm like listen, an hour is a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going, and then she's like, I can't. This baby's fucking me up. So it's not even me.
You were having sex for an hour?
Yeah, and the baby kept like moving and shit.
Holy
and shit.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't, what
What were you doing?
Oh,
How
you're
do you-
changing positions. You're fucking.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I could do an hour.
you know.
Just
I got
a
the special
little-
move. Well,
little
this is the
wiggle
thing.
thing. What's? Oh wait.
Is it an hour of sex, or is it that you talking foreplay?
15 minutes of
involved?
foreplay, 45 minutes of sex.
Holy Jesus!
But here's the thing. No,
You have sex.
Amy had she used to do a podcast about sex, right? And in it,
Wait.
sex therapist.
She
Whoa,
used to do a podcast about
back
sex.
up.
Yeah, well, she used to bring like porn stars, therapists, things like that, and they would talk about sex.
Let's not forget. Let's not also forget, guys. The
How
dude
is she not on this podcast?
ripping off
We
two
need to
nuts.
bring her in.
You know, you guys can have a whole. But here's the thing that I learned.
We
and
need to
this
bring
is-
her in.
A therapist came in and she goes, Do you men really want to learn how to stop yourself from having sex? And we were like, yeah.
Having
And-
orgasms, you mean?
You mean
Oh, sorry, if I'm having an orgasm.
Okay.
Sorry, excuse me. She goes, well, what you do is when you feel like you're about to come and you don't want to, what you do have to do is you have to pull your balls away from your body, because coming is your balls are up there going like, we're about to let it all go.
they get closer to your body?
They get close
when
to your
they-
body. Yes, I do when you're about to come. So you got to do is you literally have to grab your balls and pull them down. Pull them
this for
down.
real?
This is it works for
This
me.
is real science?
95% of the time works for me.
So if I grab the balls and I stretch them down,
pull them down away from your body. Like,
then I
like,
can't have an orgasm?
You will get more time.
But my balls are already too far away. I can't pull them any further than my arms
have you
go.
checked them right before orgasm? No, they might be up
Your
there.
balls go up right when you're about to orgasm. You're like, oh, and you're just like, no, and you go, okay.
Because I never
and you
think about it.
Pull them
I never
down.
think about that.
Pull them
Yeah.
down.
Alright,
Pull them
alright,
down, and you will get more time. You'll be like, oh shit, okay, my body has just relaxed and it's not ready to come yet.
You know, it'd even
This
be
is
easier if you
absolutely
tied him like to a rope around your nuts. You could pull him.
Get a pulley system?
Bring it like a belt.
No, she gets the
on the
rope.
front side. Yeah.
pull it.
rope.
Rope me.
All right, that's interesting.
Bring
okay.
her on. She would teach you guys so much stuff about like.
We
body
need to have her
mechanics, body
on, you
mechanics,
guys.
yeah.
Let's have one where we bring
I-
her in the 6th chair and
I
she can
thought
teach
I was
us.
saying the podcast should be about her. We just have every week we have to ask Amy questions
Something
about
new.
sex.
Dude, I mean,
We'll set up some phone lines, have callers.
she can help you guys pick up strippers. Everything. She's a great wingman. Like she's like the day, not the day, but after we have Luca and we can get a babysitter, I want to go out with the guys to show them what I'm really about, like how I can help them get laid. Well, Austin can't come, but everybody else can come.
He
You can come.
Yeah, and just like let's go out, let's
As
go
long
to
as he's
strip
got
clubs.
time to
So
get his
these
shit done
guys,
by 10, he can come.
Well, you know what? I
Back
mean,
by
let's.
10.
But Austin, your sister. Then listen to your situation. It seems like it's a decent trade-off for a typical white marriage.
Yes, no.
You know,
yeah,
you get
it's
lists.
Very functional white marriage. Yeah, everyone knows we know what direction we're headed all the time. I mean, yeah, it's
Well, no, you get lists, but she's cool with you, like letting her know that she can go rub one out real quick.
yeah. She's very open-minded.
know?
Yeah.
You get to go to
Is she
strip
really?
clubs.
She's masturbatory openly.
I feel like a lot of women would be. I don't know. I don't think a lot of women would be on board. They would just rather not know, or they would think, But you guys already knew she was cool with it. But you got to be in
Yeah.
a different room. You can't be like, hey, you just sit there, keep your mouth slightly open.
I haven't tried
he
that
could
yet.
be in the same room. You saw that response. His shoulders.
You
body
can be in
language?
the same room. You
I
can-
mean, if it was her
man,
choice to enter, I'd probably be fine.
Have you ever jerked off laying next to her in bed while she was asleep?
Oh yeah.
See, that's,
Oh
that's-
yes, he
that's
said.
I used to do that a lot when I was married to my first wife.
Yeah.
That happened all the time.
Really?
But I'm not gonna. But if she were to wake up and be like, "What are you doing?" I'd be, what do you think I was? What do you think?
That's great, because the biggest problem. No.
not great,
No,
it's
the fact that
sad.
you're honest. No, the biggest thing I think in couples is that they start to become. They start to lie about their sex. They start to lie about the kind of sex they want, or
But
start
he
to lie about.
didn't wake her up in the morning and go, hey, just so you know, last night while you were asleep, I jerked off all over you.
Well, if she comes in and you're like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're not hiding the fact that you jerk off as a dude. Like,
Why don't you just slide it in when she's asleep?
That's
You know, like a
marital
gentleman.
rape, Sean. And
now, Austin, have you
It
ever?
used to not be. In the 80s, we could do it.
oh
Like
yeah,
that.
now it's like raping your own wife.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, we
Well,
got married.
I'll say this: when I was with my second wife Angela, there were probably 10 or 15 times where I would be having a sex dream and wake up and we were having sex. Because somehow I'd start rubbing on her and then like just
Yeah.
and she
It
was
was like
asleep too. We were both
sleepwalking, but
we were both asleep
sleep
and then we
fucking.
would end up having sex. And what's funny is that was like Angela would say that was the best lover I ever was. And I'm like, she's like, you were just so attentive. I'm like, yeah, I thought you were Pam Anderson.
That's like this.
And I swear to God, she was like, it
Had to
was
bring my
amazing. To the
A-game.
point where like she would like bring me warm milk and shit at night because she's like, I just want you to fall asleep.
You put your
Nap is sleep possible.
Fucking-
you put your dick in warm
She
water.
wants to fuck your subconscious.
You have to hit REM tonight. You have to hit REM sleep.
Rim or rem?
What? Lick his asshole while he's sleeping. Yes.
You guys had a Matrix sex situation.
Yeah, we
going on.
did.
Yeah.
Inception.
It was like that movie with J-Lo when she would enter the guy's dreams.
The Cell.
The Cell, yes.
yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio,
Yeah. No,
Good
it was
good
You
Vincent.
could control your dreams.
Vince Vaughn. It was Vince
No,
Vaughn.
Vincent D'Onofrio
No.
was the
Vincent
cell.
D'Onofrio.
Oh
yeah.
man, I'm sorry. I thought it was Vince
Yeah, it's
Vaughn.
different,
There was
different
no-
Vince.
I will
Those-
Google it
But
right
back
now.
then, he did look like Vince Vaughn. It's funny you say
Yeah,
that.
he was much thinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, well.
So, have
That's
you
pretty
had
awesome.
sex with a pregnant chick?
Yeah,
Because you've
one
never
time.
been married.
Yeah, one
How
time on the
pregnant?
road in Canada.
How pregnant are we
Yeah.
talking?
Yeah.
Fucking strong 7 at least. She was
Did she have
hot.
the walk?
She was like really, like I like hot mommy titties, man. I like
Yeah.
big old fucking sweet, chubby,
Lactating.
delicious,
Yeah.
lactating mommy titties.
Oh.
They weren't lactated, though, were they?
Dude, you never had a girl.
A 7
I mean, I
months
don't know how
it would
crazy
be,
this is
right?
gonna get here, but you never.
Is that a thing? Are you a part of the
Dude.
fetish of the?
Fuck yeah, it's awesome. You ever had a girl shoot titty milk on your dick, dude, and then blow you? Are you kidding me?
No, you know what? You
That
know what?
shit is awesome.
There is points where I'm like I'm licking Amy's tits and just milk will shoot into my mouth. And I'm like I'm in. I'm fucking
It's
in.
hot,
I am
bro.
in.
It's
I am
fucking
in.
hot.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think I
Tell
would
her
be
to
into
shoot
it.
all over your balls, dude, while you're tugging on them. And it's gonna
With
be
my robe.
Get a nylon robe
I-
so it's waterproof.
So, well, no. One time I was with my, I was at a strip club in Florida with my dad, and there was this like real aggressive black girl stripper named Diamond or something stupid. And my dad, to fuck with me, got me lap dances with her. He's like, "Oh, take my son." I'm like, "You motherfucker," because she was just weird and gross, and I don't want to go back to the back with her. But we go back, and it's not a seat. It's this shitty mattress, like twin mattress on the ground, no sheets or anything, and they're bed dances. You lay on your back on this gross mattress, and then
Oh.
Like
stripper-
Taken?
huh?
Like Taken? Where
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's what I'm about.
movie Taken.
Yeah. Like
Some
On
rock
location
quarry
in Florida.
prostitute.
it was way before Taken, but I remember thinking, man, this is going to be in a Liam Neeson movie someday. This is scary. So anyway, so I lay on this mattress, and she's fucking like dancing, and she goes, "Suck on my titty," and I was like, "No, not at all. I'm not going to do that." She's like, "Come on, you pussy, suck on my titty," and I'm like, "No," and then she's like, "Well, that's probably good. I had a baby like 6 months ago, and sometimes milk still comes out." And I was like, "Oh God, I'd have killed myself. That'd have been the end. Of the, no, that'd have been the end, dude. I could not have done it. I mean,
No, it has to
maybe
be
with a
something
hot
you're
girl
into.
I liked, but I
Yeah.
mean, this girl was so gross, and if I'd had stripper milk in my mouth, like
I would not be into it at all. I already
Yeah.
know myself like that. Yeah.
Are
I don't
the-
even like when I'm eating cereal. I get pissed if the milk goes down on my chin.
I was like, you
I
get
get
pissed
like,
in your
oh, I
mouth.
just throw the bowl. I'm like, fuck it. Yeah. Just ruin my whole bowl.
This
of
came from a
cereal.
cow. Maybe it came from a
gross.
whore. No, it's really nice. Like I actually enjoy like being with her like in this stage. Like it's nice.
Does she
Yeah.
have the pants with the spandex at the top? She have that going
Yes,
on?
yeah, she wears all that.
Now,
yeah.
have you gained any weight from all this mama milk?
Yeah.
No, I've been taking care of myself. I've been going to the gym and
No
stuff.
sympathetic pregnancy. Wait.
When I was first married, and the fact that I wasn't having sex, like I gained like a good 20, 30 pounds while my
Yeah.
wife was pregnant. But this one I haven't gained any weight because like Amy still makes me like, no, you got to be healthy. You can't both be slobs.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It's like a fucking 4-month role play. Then you go back to normal.
Although you know what's funny, the fact that you did that, I'm like, oh yeah, my buddy, yeah, that's cool. You know, Sean fucked the pregnant chick. But one
Those
time,
years didn't go.
Yeah, no, that's
It's not like it happened fucking this weekend.
This,
we're in
this
the-
kid's 9 now.
Hey, what up, bro? You look familiar.
She brought the kid to the last time I went to the show in that town. She brought the kid out.
Are you serious?
He had a
You remember Sean's dick?
You gave him a high five.
kid, had a
He had
la- kid had a lazy eye.
No, but sometimes like in New York City, like when she should be showing, and some guys would be like, "Damn, ma, pregnant looks good on you." And I actually went up to do was like, "Do you just fucking hit on my girl pregnant? You fucking disgusting fuck." And he's like, "What, man?" And like we're about to find like, because in my mind, like this dude not only wants to fuck my girl, but he wants to have like a weird shit with like my kid's in there. You piece of shit. Like, like I could like
Dick
that
away
got me-
from my kid, no matter how old he is.
that made me just like want to. I've never wanted to kill a man until I saw him hit on her like that. Like I really wanted to kill this guy. Like you-
It's an extra.
It's
yeah,
a big thing.
insult.
People
Yeah.
are into it, bro.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
of course. I mean, you know.
It's definitely a topic on X videos. It's a top.
I
It
don't
says,
think I've ever had sex
When
with
you high fived her kid, did he have deja vu?
I don't think I've ever had sex with a girl who's had a kid ever.
You know what?
What? Wait, hold on. You've never had
This kid's got low numbers.
You've never had sex with a woman who has had a kid, you mean?
You've never
Yeah.
fucked a single mother?
I've never fucked anybody who's a mother. I don't think.
Who?
Wow.
Not one ever that's passed a baby through a vagina.
I don't think so.
So.
No.
You fucked moms. I
Yeah,
mean,
oh,
somebody
yeah.
like
That's my
yeah.
only
He has a
option.
kid.
pretty much.
No, yeah, you fucked moms. Right. I mean, you fucked her. Right?
I need that to be a category on Tinder. Like, must have kids.
I think that one
so-
Pam girl from Shelbyville, the only girl I've ever had sex with that was older
Oh,
than me,
yeah.
was that one Pam girl
And
from
she had
Shelbyville.
kids.
And she had kids, but
Oh,
that's the
okay.
only one ever. So I've had one. I've had sex with one
Did the
girl.
vagina feel differently?
My
Why
my
you're
dick's
used-
small
Nice.
enough.
Maybe
it's
she had a
still,
C-section.
you know, I'm dinging around the edges no matter what, like how big or small.
What about you, Austin? Have you ever had sex with somebody?
No, never
No?
actually. I've never
No pregnant
done that.
chicks?
No, no
Were you a
pregnant
virgin
chicks.
when you got married?
No,
Oh, okay.
I was.
You see some like
It's like, please, let your
Bro.
life be as pathetic as possible.
so corn fed. I was like, this kid like
Wait,
they
what do
both
you
give their
sell?
body to Jesus.
Corn fed.
What do you sell at work?
Pipes, valves, and fittings.
That's a guy that might got married as a virgin.
No,
No,
no.
he lays pipe.
He lays pipe,
He's been laying it.
but dude, you know when you can
17. I was 17.
I was
Yeah,
17 when I got laid first
Me
time.
too.
I was 16.
14.
You were 14?
Yeah.
Of course he was
Of course I was
14,
14,
dude.
man. Like I had a whore that wanted to
14.
like fuck me. This
This is in
although-
New York.
Didn't I have a terrible
Oh,
childhood?
I thought you were about to tell me a sad story about an uncle or something.
No,
All right.
8. I was 8. No, like the first time, like I had sex, it's funny.
How old was she?
She was also 14.
Okay.
But she's been having sex way longer. I remember she told me she was a virgin. No, because she told me she was a virgin. I was a virgin. I was like, cool, we're both virgins. And I stuck one finger in. And she's like, more. And I stuck 2 fingers in. She was like, more. And I stuck 3 fingers in. And then that was like, I don't think you're a virgin. I don't think virgins like 3 fingers deep.
You got
inside
that's
her.
a very sexually
But 13-year-old
experienced
fingers are very
14-year-old people conversation.
13-year-old fingers are pretty skinny. That's
Yeah,
like
that's
one
not a
adult
thing.
finger. That's like one adult finger.
Let's see your hands. What are you working with there?
Yeah, see?
You don't have
Yeah.
big
But
But
fingers.
she was at most
Look at
5'1",
those aren't
5'2",
manual labor
so
hands.
Dude, she was a 14-year-old, bro. How the
14-year-old Dominican.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that's a
So
lot.
she already had 3 kids?
Yes. So that's the first time I fucked a mom.
Oh, we're talking about virginity? I thought we were talking about the first time we fucked a mom. I was 14.
That was your excuse when she had 3 kids.
I misunderstood the question. I thought you meant...
My bad.
That's I wanted to have sex when I was I could. I just had nobody that wanted to do it.
Yeah, I couldn't get anybody to sign up.
Yeah.
I would have before 17.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long 3 years.
And my first one was in a car. It was in the front seat, passenger side front seat of my car.
That's
So it
actually
really
pretty
wasn't.
cool.
It was like, yeah, but the first one, you'd want like you were all cramped and it was just over real quick, and I was like, ah.
Mine
And
was
it fucking got all over my leather jacket that she was wearing.
Mine was on her mom's bed.
Nice.
Her mom's bed. Yeah.
There you go.
Her mom was 26.
Yes.
Her mom was a cameraman.
Mija, do it.
Shaw, where was your first virgin? Who was your virginity?
What the fuck? It was just. I know the girl Angel was at her house. Her parents were never home in the daytime. Go there after basketball, summer league basketball practice. No, actually, same girl in Vegas at the fucking Travel Lodge next to the Circus.
Nice.
That's where you lost your virginity.
You got a hotel room?
No, with me, I went there with my grandparents and my mom to Vegas, and I brought my girlfriend.
They were
And
gone.
then they went to the Circus, and I was like, "Yeah, we'll get ready. We'll be right there."
And
totally
then,
fell
and then
for it.
14 seconds later, they were there.
And then we were there.
We were almost late.
They just made it.
Austin?
Hotel room in Scotland.
What?
Nice.
Yeah, I tried.
White,
you go
white
all
people's
out.
problems, right?
You go all out. I really want to make this special, hon. So I booked us a room in Scotland.
Filled up the jet.
I take that back. You are the whitest person in the Motorpugs.
My dad laid so much pipe this year. We can go to Scotland.
So you just happened to
Wait.
be in Scotland.
Yeah, we were in Ireland before that. I
Wait,
thought
is this
we
your
were-
girlfriend you brought with us to Scotland, or is this some random Scottish chick?
This was like a trip.
Was it someone traveling with you? A school trip?
Yeah.
Oh.
What kind
nice,
of
bro.
school group got to go to Europe and tour Europe?
This was just like a thing you could sign up during the summer. That always sounded like a terrible idea, like it was one of those things they'd pitch all year, and they would want to do that. Until we talked to, this was when I was a junior, so we talked to like some guys who had graduated like a year before, and they said it was the best trip they ever went on because you just go around and look at castles, and then you just go and get wasted at night.
Oh yeah, no drinking age in some of those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did this
idea.
happen? How did
Was
the
the girl from your
girl?
school, or she just was on the trip?
She was just on the trip.
Nice,
She's a
bro.
little bit older.
Ooh, she's a chaperone.
No, I thought she was at first, though.
You
but
do
she
carry
wasn't.
yourself very professionally.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, after
My mom's
we
friend
exchanged
Peggy.
business cards, it was pretty much on. Like, I knew it was
How
gonna
did she get to
happen.
go on the trip if she was older? Was she out of high school?
They had older people on the trip.
Oh.
So it was, I don't know if she was supposed to be keeping an eye on us or what, but,
I would say she was a chaperone there. That's
she
what it
kept
sounds
an eye
like to
on
me.
me.
Yeah,
Nice
she-
work, buddy.
Did you fuck her a lot or just that one time?
No, once we got going, it was kind of,
You
you're
just fucked the whole
17.
trip?
You're just, well, not the whole trip, no. I mean, we had to be discreet about it, but it
Yeah.
was.
That's still awesome.
Because she was breaking the law.
Yeah.
But
but like she.
No drinking age, no fucking age,
oh,
Todd.
that's right. Yeah, different country.
I
Different
mean,
Sounds
she
law.
like
was
Kevin.
she was on another level relationship wise than I was. I wasn't ready for like the.
Oh, she wanted to be with you? Have your
No,
brothers?
no, like just how young girls are. They just want to like mess with your head and make you jump through hoops. And I wasn't ready for all that.
Oh, you were like, no.
I'm
This is
not
done.
carrying your bag.
No,
to the
like
bus.
What
I
happens in
tried.
Scotland
no,
stays in
no,
Scotland.
I tried to. Like I tried to. I mean, I'd never gotten like
pussy. Yeah.
too caught up. Yeah, Right.
We remember.
I was new to the pussy game. Yeah, so. But yeah, that
you still
wasn't
thought that if you do more stuff for them, they'll give you more pussy. When the less you do for
Yeah,
them,
I
the more pussy they give
hadn't,
you.
I
You know
hadn't
that,
figured that out yet. I didn't know that you have to act like you don't care about it. And then,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like it when
Yeah.
you're not nice to them.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Of
especially
course.
at that age, they love when you're shitty to them.
Oh, yeah.
They want to
want
play
the
the
bad
chase
boy.
game. They want to play the.
Yeah,
They went to Arthur Fonzarelli.
They want the. That's what.
they want the funds.
Yes.
That would be awesome if
They
it
want
was.
the bad
Just a
boy that
nice
everyone
little
likes.
hit to the mouth. Hey.
Where was your first
Henry
time,
Winkler
Bowers?
is
Yeah, where was
68.
yours, Bowers?
I lost my virginity outside of the elevators on the 13th floor of the Hyatt in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Laying in the
60
hallway?
No, up against the wall.
Up against the wall?
You
doggy
roadhouse
style?
the honey the first time out.
Yeah, it
You
was,
were-
You did it from behind your first
No,
time?
no.
Roadhouse?
Face to face.
You lifted
I
her?
was still skinny.
You just
I,
held her?
I felt like he lifted her. I felt like this was Bauer's
It's like
one
movie
moment.
sex.
Was there
Yes.
a leg up?
There
Yeah.
might have been a leg up. I don't remember. It was. It
Some
was.
old
It
couple
wasn't
came
very
out.
long. It was.
Of
You know,
course it wasn't.
10 or 11. I don't think. I didn't. Neither one of us finished. It was at a leadership conference. I was an incoming lieutenant governor. She was an outgoing lieutenant governor. So we were in charge of policing the floor to make sure no one snuck out of the rooms to have sex. And we had and we just randomly put on the same floor. We'd actually met before and like made out at the dance or whatever. And then they're like, okay, room assignments. Chris Bowers is on 13th floor with whatever her name was, right? And I was like, oh shit, awesome. And she was like, oh shit, awesome. So then we just like made out the whole night. And then like at one point we were like, let's go check the elevators again. And we would fucking. And I pinned her up and she had a dress on and fucking.
Oh,
That's
you-
some fucking serious roadhouse.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
That's
dude, it's like
pretty
you were
good
sick
for
with
first time.
power. You were stopping other people. from
seven
fucking-
or eight times and 10, whatever. And then she was like, we can't do this. And I'm like, you're right. This is a bad idea. And then fucking. But I counted it. Fuck it.
No, you have yeah. Penetration
My dick
counts.
went in a vagina. I
Yeah.
counted that as I was not a virgin anymore.
It's a good. That's a good
that's a
story,
good first.
man.
And then that same conference, another girl I met at that conference, because when you're on the state board, you've got some fucking pull. She came to Richmond to visit me, and that was when I invented my first date. For all through college, my first date was candlelight pizza.
Yeah.
Or candlelight fast food.
You fucking idiot.
Right? No, it worked.
It's
It
that's a
worked
solid go-to. I'm giving that 4 stars.
Every fucking time, dude. Here, no, there's nothing.
Candlelight pizza?
It's
funny.
It's lower their expectations
It's
and then fucking
romantic.
over deliver. So I swear to God, in college, I would pick a girl up and we in my car and we'd drive, and she because I'd ask her to dinner or whatever, and I'd drive and I'd be like, "What's your favorite fast food restaurant?" She'd be like, "I don't Burger King." I'm like, okay, cool. And then we just go to the drive-through, Like, I'll have a Whopper meal, large size with a Coke, and what do you want? And she's now fucking livid. The fuck is this idiot doing? Goddamn drive-through. Whopper Junior, no onions, fucking Diet Coke. We've got Whopper Junior, Diet, no onions. You know what? Let's large size that. I think she deserves that. Right? Now she's fucking again, just fucking. And then we drive, and then I had this picnic table set up with a fucking tablecloth and fucking china plates and the whole deal, and wine flutes, and you'd pour the fucking Diet Coke and the Coke into the fucking wine and put her burger out on the plate and then light the candles and had a little boom box with the fucking romantic music. Oh, fucking every time, dude.
Oh my god.
Solid,
Now,
bro.
did you have to set that up, or did you have it already set up?
It was already set up. It was already ready to go.
It was
How
waiting
did
on-
you know some dude wasn't?
There was
gonna
this
come by
little
and steal
spot.
it?
There's a little spot I had at Ball State that no one knew about. It was just
So
this
you're
little
just
park.
walking women
Just
into
this
the woods.
Just some homeless dude pissing in your cup.
No, I'm saying it was this little park, had one little fucking picnic table, and no one really ever fucked with. I mean, I never got it fucked with, and I would pull it, and we'd pull right up to the thing where the lights would show the fucking table, and they'd be like, "Oh my god!" every time.
It's
So
fucking money.
That
so
is
that,
fucking
but that's
great.
I invented it with this first girl. I was in high school, but my I'm so dorky. We're eating the pizza. We get the pizza, right? And we get the candlelight dinner, and she's like, "This is so romantic, whatever." And she's like, "Do you have any napkins?" And I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot napkins." So I went in my car. I didn't have any napkins, but I did have a map of Indiana, so I tore it into strips. And I came out. I go, "I don't have napkins, but I have mapkins." And my comedy career was born. And that's the first time I ever had sex.
I had sex with a girl in high school on the wrestling mat, and she got ringworm. Everybody on the team ended up with it, and she got it. She couldn't tell anybody because they would know.
so funny.
There was only one way to get ringworm in high school, and it's if you were butt ass, almost naked on a wrestling mat.
Jesus.
She
I've
such
never
a
been
disgusting
romantic.
Oh my god.
That gets me mad because I've never been romantic.
Dude, I've been romantic with like the chick that was the wrong chick. Like there's already been a stripper,
Yeah.
and you're like, I was in love with this girl older than me at the restaurant I worked at, and she agreed. I had this whole thing like you did lined up, but I didn't go fast food. I went like fruit and crackers and cheese. I bought an awesome picnic basket and blanket, and I drove out from Yuma towards San Diego. There's like this area about 45 minutes away. That's like this awesome spot, right? Like a camping spot. It was like a mountain, and I just happened to find it one day on a rest stop. And then we get there, and she was just like, I remember I had strawberries. I'm gonna feed her strawberries. Well, and then when I could get there, and then she was like, "Yeah, what are we doing?" I'm like, "Well, I'm gonna have a picnic. I have a bunch of like awesome strawberries and fruit, and crackers and cheese and stuff." And she's like, "Can we just go home?" And then we just fucking drove back, awkward as shit, all the way back.
She wasn't into
You can't
the
turn a hoe
picnic.
into a housewife, dude. That's what that comes down to.
The
She
most
was a
romantic thing I've ever been on was actually Amy took me to a romantic. Dude,
She's so in charge. She is so in charge.
I know.
She I'm in New York City. She's in Syracuse. 5-hour drive.
Swept you off your feet.
She goes.
All that ball pulling.
She goes. Go to the rental car place. I rented you a car.
Oh,
Drive up
baller
here.
move for a chick.
Meet me at Daniela's. I go out there, drive 5 hours. I get to this restaurant, beautiful Italian restaurant, most delicious Italian meal I've ever had. She gets a bottle of wine, chocolate, and I go, "Well, do you want me to drive back?" She goes, "Like, no, I rented us a hotel room upstairs." So we go upstairs. She fucks the shit out of me, feeds me cake and wine while I'm in bed, and treats me like a fucking king, man.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
no,
this
no, no,
woman
no, no,
treated
She
me.
treated you like a queen. I mean, I hate to burst your bubble.
I've never
but
smelled so
fucking-
pretty in my life. I had my towel over my chest, and I was like, "Are you gonna call me like a fucking bitch?"
You really said that too, I bet.
I did ask her to call me again. So funny. Gosh, she was so great,
God.
man.
I used to have the pizza guy when I did it in high school with pizza. Then I would do fast food in college because it was easier and funnier with the drive-through. But I had a pizza guy at the Pizza King who there was a big field across from my house, like above the pool, like that was just out in the middle of nowhere. And so I would fucking be out there with the girl, and she'd be like, "Are we getting food?" I'm like, yeah, it's coming. She's like, "What do you mean it's coming?" And then the pizza guy would drive his fucking Chevy Citation piece of shit into this fucking, and he would say, "I go, Mr. Bowers, your pizza." Fucking tip him.
Fucking awesome, dude.
You're the man.
It was fucking.
I've
cool,
never
man.
done anything like that, I don't think. Were you smooth like that, Austin?
No.
Yeah. Maybe it was our problem.
He's like, "Taste this shot. Let's fuck."
Just wander into it.
Dude, I was writing hoes poems in 8th grade, drawing roses behind it. Like I was just like 7th
That's a
and
Latin
6th
thing,
grade.
though. We
dude.
want to
Yeah.
try and do that. You know what I mean?
No, but see,
I brought
Oh,
flowers to
because
girl-
of the machismo thing.
Yeah, I brought
Yeah.
flowers to girls at school, though.
I
did-
remember
I brought
all the way to
flowers.
1st grade, like taking the cheapest pair of earrings in my mom's room and giving it to this girl Monique when we walked home from school. I was like, "I told you I'd give you a gift to your birthday."
Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
all
yeah.
nervous and gave it to him and ran off.
Oh my!
Whenever I see Antonio Banderas, I'm like, oh, he's probably he's really good to women. I can, but I think it's just the way he talks.
That's
you know?
almost getting
Todd just
another
can't
level.
do it. Todd just can't do it.
I bet
just
you Antonio
always end up
Banderas
being
treats women
really
right.
bad to women. I don't know why.
Yeah, I actually got in big trouble one time. My mom, when I was in kindergarten, my mom got a call from a girl in my class, Jenny, and she's like, "Is your son Chris?" And my mom was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Do you have a diamond tennis bracelet?" And my mom was like, "Yeah." And she goes, "Go see if it's still in your jewelry thing." I had taken my mom's diamond tennis bracelet
Damn.
and fucking given it to Jenny, my in my kindergarten.
I remember
class.
my mom giving me jewelry she didn't give a shit about to give girls when I was like little.
That's
Like
nice.
it was, I was
That's cool.
little.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a pearl necklace. I don't need it.
Yeah, just stupid looking
Sweet.
costume jewelry, and you take it in, you give it to them. You're like in 5th grade, and they're like, "Oh, they're wearing it, showing off to everybody." Yeah,
Dude, one time after when I first went to Hawaii with Gabriel, one time I met this ridiculous,
Iglesias.
hot chick, like just Hawaiian, like honey, just so lovely, mommy body, like tight but sweet, fat, real titties, a sweet little mommy. Like,
Does this story have a point? Or are you just describing a body?
Wait, is that a category on Pornhub?
Mommy
Sweet,
body, sweet fat titty mommy body.
Mommy
titties.
body, sweet fat titties.
that is
then,
how
oh,
I
take me
picture
on a
every
date.
woman in
Go
Hawaii.
on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, she
painting a
made
picture.
she made a bunch of fucking food and went to like this amazing. I think it
a
was
lot
an
of
ice
pineapple,
cream
a lot
cake
of
place.
pineapple stuff,
Yeah, and then
macadamia nuts.
all this awesome ride, all that.
Played
was
a
in
little
basket,
guitar.
dude.
Mango.
We went on this like beachside. There's like this road that went along the coast and like some humongous lookout point. Just sat there and ate and fucked around. It was money, and it was all her. She just picked me up. She the next morning
I've
after
never
the
had
show.
a girl romance me like that. What
Dude,
the
it is
fuck,
the best.
man?
It makes you feel like such a queen.
But dude, when there's 6,000 people in the crowd,
Is
one
it
might
because
just
we're
like
white?
you.
Like we're not exotic enough
just
that
do-
they don't do the extra work?
Don't
or
worry,
what?
just keep doing bigger and bigger venues. Dude.
Yeah,
You'll get
you were
there.
on the Gabriel Iglesias tour.
You'll
Yeah,
make-
it had
you'll
nothing to
make
do
it
with me,
someday.
the venue, but I was on it. So
I met my shorty on the Carlos Mencia tour, so he's got a tour with
Yeah,
Hispanic.
Yeah,
That's all you
that's
gotta
it.
do.
That's it.
you know, Carlos will try to steal your lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust him as far as I can throw him.
He can't outmack me though.
I never got those when I was on the Donnie Baker tour. Yeah.
You want your teeth
Never got
sucked
those
behind the
girls.
KFC? She's so romantic.
Well, it's only because Gardner's also on the Donnie Baker tour, so he steals all the hoes.
Still all the hoes.
get some of them hoes.
I actually, your ringworm story is hilarious because Ryan, who speaks with me, Superman, one time him and I were at some high school, and we were we were in the wrestling room on the wrestling mats, like speaking all day.
Yeah.
And we both fucking got ringworm.
You,
Like,
dude,
never-
it's a
fucking
haven
right.
for ringworm.
And I didn't know what it was, right? I was just like, oh my God, am I going to get divorced because I have a fucking STD? And I was so freaked out, I didn't say anything about it, right? Well, he was still in college, so he fucking went and got it checked at the clinic or whatever. He's like, dude, did you end up with ringworm the other week? I'm like, oh my God, thank God, me too. So he told me this story. He goes, yeah, before I knew what it was, this girl was over and she wanted to fuck, and I was like, no, I have this thing on I have this rash. I don't know what it is or whatever. So he's like, so all I did was let her suck my dick, but I didn't take off my boxers. I just let her suck it through the hole because there was no rash on my actual dick.
That girl is a fucking champion.
You can't even let a girl give you a blowjob with ringworm. You just kept your boxers on so the ringworm didn't touch her face. That is so awesome.
That girl's a fucking champion. Like
I
that
know.
girl
Well,
deserves an award.
Something
Yes.
for it. There's something word for it. I'm not sure it's champion.
Well,
No, well,
but I don't know if
you
you know this, but the boxer is definitely quite the.
The protection.
It's an antibiotic. If you will.
Antibiotic ringworm down.
According to the CDC.
Fuck through your boxers.
These Febreze boxers. What is it? They kill 99%. Oh yeah, it's just
That's great.
yeah. So
All right, well,
so-
everybody's getting ringworm, fucking pregnant chicks. Good shit, guys.
Yeah.
So we've got you're the only married guy though. So everybody
Yeah.
else is single. Everybody's got half the people have kids, but none of them are married.
Yeah, no, this is weird.
And the one guy that's
You're going to
married
have to
doesn't
be
kids.
the responsible guy whenever we're out touring.
No, screw that.
You got to be the guy to go.
No, I'm out and about. I got nothing. I'm not
Remember-
trying to lock anything down.
Remember
I'm
when we got
just
shushed
getting
at the
drunk.
Steak and Shake?
But
That was funny. We were talking about boobs.
This chick's titties were so huge. This guy in his 20s walked up and goes, "Can you guys quiet down? We're trying to have a nice meal over here. It's 3 a.m. at a fucking Steak and Shake in Bloomington, Illinois."
Fuck you,
Well,
buddy.
and Bowers just telling me, he goes, "Will you stop mean mugging that guy?" This guy just stared at me through his entire meal, like waiting for us to just cross his line.
Yeah,
Little
and he came
barrier,
over
you know,
and
tit
shushed
talk.
us.
Dude, I
the
would
douche.
have pushed him down. not punch him, just straight push him into some chairs.
We almost
embarrassing.
Fuck out of here, pussy. Go eat
It's
in
more
the
embarrassing
car.
to be pushed down.
Yeah,
Go
it's
eat
way
your
worse.
car.
Or slap him in the face like a girl.
Oh,
Eat
yeah.
all his fries.
That would be even better. Just walk over, handful of his fries.
But he was a college kid, and his
Yeah.
girlfriend was already running him like they were married.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause she had
really?
little tits.
Yeah.
She was mad because she had little tits, and we were talking about big titty girls at the club.
That
and
probably.
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah,
was. She was
yeah.
like, "Those guys are disgusting." Go
He had to stand up
Yeah.
for little titties.
He did. He had to stand up for little titties. It should be
You
a
have to,
movement.
man.
Excuse me, honey. I'll be right back.
Well, this is good, man. We hit an hour. We got it. So I don't know, guys. Do we keep it on this platform for a while? We try to create another one with something with a different name. That's I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I like this for now.
How about the Dynamite Party Pugs?
There you go.
TNT Dynamite Party Pugs.
I got to research on
Dynamite Party
iTunes.
Pugs?
I don't know if you
How
change the
about
name.
PNP Dynamite Party Pugs, because Party Pugs is
Yeah.
PP.
If you change the name, you change the feed. You got to.
PNP.
Yeah, I don't think people
Party.
come
You
along.
gotta-
with
How about
you.
this?
Well, you got to start a whole new thing too,
Yeah,
right?
yep,
You
sorry.
can't.
Yeah,
just,
but what you could do,
you can't amend
upload
what you already
this
have.
to the Dynamite, and we'll promote it, right? But then, while this first week or whatever, and then just submit the same recording to the other one.
Yeah.
We could call the 8 people that listen and just tell them to switch their fucking
Yeah.
subscription.
Well, I don't know how many listen, but we got a lot of people giving us flack for stopping.
Yeah, but that was 2 years
And
ago.
we still get emails every now and then.
Why,
you
why'd
wouldn't
you,
believe
why'd you
it.
put this up and subscribers will be like, what
So-
the fuck?
I'm gonna push the shit out of this on the
TNT.
Facebook page. I'll
TNT.
let people know it's back in. Listen to it, and you guys just hang on. If we do move somewhere, obviously we'll let you know, and you can move with us.
Can we let them pick the name?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
If you want to email in us a new name for a podcast, maybe you know enough about us now. You could, maybe decipher.
If they put the ringworms.
Yeah, it's not.
The ringworm.
It's not
gonna be the
good.
ringworm
It's
It's
the
gonna have
podcast.
something to do with ringworm and pregnant chicks.
Pregnant ringworm podcast.
But this is fun, man.
All right. Well,
All right,
Sean,
good stuff, guys.
Bowers, Miguel, Austin, we're out.
It's the TNT Dynamite Party Hour.